Hey, what's going on there, folks? Earthmaster here, checking in with an earthquake update video here with a 6.4 magnitude earthquake striking the China region just a short time ago. That has since been followed up by a couple moderate-sized aftershocks there with a 5.0 and a 4.7 following that 6.4 that struck China. Pretty good-sized quake striking the region there. Go ahead and zoom into a different level of map view here and give you guys a perspective of where this took place here in China. That red circle there indicating the recent quakes there, with the larger one being the 6.4 quake within this area. Not 100% sure about this region, but looks like there might be some mountains there within the region. As far as population density goes, I'm not 100% sure if this is going to be around a major city or not. Let's go ahead and see what the USGS has to offer us here. This quake struck at about 10 kilometers below the surface there. No felt reports, of course. Then again, it may not be around a super populated area. Historical seismic activity shows not a whole lot of past earthquakes within that region, but definitely looks like there has been some well to the west here over in this mountain range. Like I said, a ways away, all those gray circles there indicating historical seismic activity there, at least in the recorded area. And once again over here towards the east where that earthquake took place, not a whole lot. As you can see here on this map, the yellow region there, the star indicating the most recent quake with, like I said, not a whole lot recorded within that region. Anyway, folks, getting pretty active out there worldwide. Of course, activity still continues in Southern California region. Last night they had a 4.5 earthquake up in Idaho area late last night, but activity still seems to be picking up. Not majorly, but we are definitely still seeing a lot of activity out here along the west coast. Nevada looks like possibly into portions of Utah as well. Bring this date down a little bit here so we can see some of the most recent quakes here. Like I mentioned, some looks like out there in southern Utah, Southern California as well. Bring this back over the last 24 hours or so, and the western part of the Pacific Ring of Fire here, relatively quiet, folks. Normally it's a seesaw type event. When this eastern part of the Pacific Ring of Fire is active, we normally see it fairly quiet over here, and that looks to be the case. Some deep movement, light earthquake activity occurring, but pretty deep near Fiji. This is kind of like a recurrent cycle that we see almost on a continual basis every month or so, where we see these deep earthquakes and we get surface ruptures that follow the clock or follow the Ring of Fire like clockwork. But right now, like I mentioned, pretty quiet out here in the western part of the Pacific Ring of Fire. We'll be back a little bit later with further updates on the earthquake activity globally today, a little bit later on this afternoon, folks. So stay safe, have a good one. We'll chat you guys a little bit later.